Hey, what's up guys, Nick here. Today I'm doing a Q&A video. It's been a very long time since I did one. It's probably over a year now, so I thought while I'm away in Seattle, why not record a little Q&A for you guys to hopefully enjoy, to learn a little bit more about me. I was originally going to do one at 50,000 subscribers, but I was like, why not? It's been so long, we may as well just get one out there so you guys can maybe get to know me a little bit better. So I asked on my Twitter and my YouTube for questions from all of you guys, and I got a few hundred responses. So I picked the 20 questions that I feel like might be the most interesting, as I got quite a few questions about how much spaghetti can I put in my pocket, how big am I. I'm guessing that, we're asking about my height. Obviously, this is a Christian channel, so please keep it PG. But without further ado, let's get into the questions and see what you guys want to know about me. So starting off with question number 1, we have the Act Man asking me, what's the most Irish thing you've ever done besides existing? Leprechaun wins everything! Let's go! Top of the morning to you, bitch! Let's go! Well, Ackman, I hope that answered your question. I love playing PUBG, wearing my leprechaun hat, and then I go outside and find some pots of gold, so that's what I do in my spare time. So next up, we have Simon Kent asking me, what's the most defining / favorite moment as a content creator? So I've been doing YouTube for 8 years now. 8 years is a long time, so it's impossible to have one overall favorite moment, as there's been lots and lots of awesome things, but I've brought it down to 2 moments that are my absolute favorite. The first one has got to be the first time I ever had a YouTube video kind of blow up and get a lot of views. That feeling of uploading a video and seeing how many views, how many people have watched my video. I don't know, one thing about YouTube I've always loved is the idea of a lot of people watching my content and finding some kind of enjoyment from it. So to see a video that I made get a couple 100,000 views was just the coolest thing ever. I thought that was absolutely amazing, and it made me feel, hey, maybe I don't suck at this, maybe I can actually have some, success at it. Number 2 has got to be meeting some of my YouTube friends in real life and just kind of putting people to the people that I've spoke to online for years and years. For example, whenever I first met Taquin, it was one of the coolest moments ever, because me and Taquin, he's one of my best friends. We've made lots of videos together that have done very well, and getting to meet him in real life from playing Halo together, from making YouTube videos, just awesome. Literally nothing will ever beat that feeling. Okay, on to the next question from CTW and a Trudy. Sorry if I said your name incorrectly. He asks, how did you have the courage to do face cam videos? So I didn't always do face cam videos. It wasn't for any particular reason. It was more so from a lack of having equipment. But the way I've always kind of done my content is I like to kind of base it off people that I enjoy watching, and then I try and put my own spin on it. So I've always enjoyed watching cut commentaries or videos that kind of focus more on the personality of the person, and I felt like something that was lacking from my videos was the lack of webcam. So all of you watching have probably always known me for having a webcam in my videos, but if you go back to the very first videos on my channel, I do not have a webcam, but then I kind of started introducing it, and then I started using it from there. But my first ever webcam videos were really bad quality. I would sit in my room in the pitch black. It would literally just be the monitors lighting up my face. Now I actually have some lights, a decent camera, so the quality has changed a lot over the years, but it was more so just wanting to kind of get more personal with my audience so they know who they're watching. It's not just some voice over some gameplay. But sometimes just making a video where it just focuses on the gameplay isn't a bad idea. Sometimes you don't need a face cam, so kind of depends on the video, but I tend to use it in basically all of my videos. Okay, next up we have a question from Blaze Unique. Outside of Halo, what has been your favorite content to make? So I've made quite a few different types of videos over the years. Mostly it is Halo stuff, but from time to time I do make other types of videos, and by far my favorite one has got to be doing like a day in the life kind of vlog. I love doing vlogs. I think they are incredibly fun to make, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this new camera, so that I can do more vlogs, so they're actually good quality. So vlogs, day in the life content, that kind of stuff is an absolute blast to make. As you guys are watching this video, I will be in Seattle and I will be vlogging my time there, so I'll make a whole video kind of about that whenever I get home. But if you're watching this video months later, obviously I'm home, but I do want to do more vlogs. More vlogs are coming for sure, especially now that I have this nice camera. I may as well use it. So vlogs are like my favorite content to make besides Halo. Okay, next question from 7stop. Favorite movie? So I had to kind of think about this, as there are some fantastic movies out there. I love trilogies. Like Lord of the Rings is so good. Lord of the Rings is incredible. And then other movie series like Harry Potter, even though Harry Potter is super mainstream, it just has a special place in my heart. I absolutely love the Harry Potter series. It is incredible. But my number one favorite movie has got to be Interstellar. It kind of just covers everything that I really enjoy when it comes to a movie. It has amazing effects. Like anything space-wise, I am totally interested in. Maybe that explains why I love Halo so much, as it's a very space-themed game. But the story as well and everything about it was just absolutely amazing. The music is incredible. So Interstellar by far has got to be my favorite movie. So let me know in the comments, what is your guys' favorite movie if you have one? It's really difficult to pick one, so that is my one, but there are many other movies that I absolutely love. Basically anything by Christopher Nolan, I'm pretty much guaranteed to enjoy. Okay, so the next question is from Flaming Horizon. What was your first ever video game? So I had to think about this, as the way I kind of got into gaming was a little bit strange. I used to have a childminder back when I was really young. If you don't know what a childminder is, basically after I finished school back when I was really young, I would go to this person's house and they would take care of me while my mom and dad were still in work. So no one in my family was into video games, so I didn't have like an older sibling to kind of learn from when it came to video games. I kind of had to find out about it myself. But my childminder's son, he played a lot of video games and he kind of showed me the way of the gaming, and I completely fell in love with it. I would just sit and watch him play Grand Theft Auto, other games all day, every single day after school, and I would absolutely love it. So whenever I was about 5 or 6, I can't remember the exact age, me and my family went to Florida, and while in Florida, I got a Game Boy Advance. And with the Advance, I got Pokemon Gold. And after a little bit of hunting, I actually found the same copy of Pokemon Gold. It's still here. I still have it. It's a little bit worn, as you can see. The colors is a little bit drained on it. It's a little bit, you know, looking a little bit light on it. But it's really cool that I still have this copy of Pokemon Gold that is pretty much my first original game. I'm pretty sure this was the first game that I actually owned myself. But the same person that I told you about, he gave me his Pokemon Blue, his Pokemon Yellow, so I do have all the classic Pokemon games still, but this was the first one that I ever got myself. I remember I tried so hard. I literally tried so hard, and then my battery in the cartridge died and I lost my save. I had so many level 100 Pokemon. This was like my childhood in a game. When the battery ran out, it all got erased. I'm actually really sad thinking about it. But Pokemon Gold is a classic. It's probably my favorite Pokemon game as well. So Pokemon for life. I would never not love it. Okay, so a bit of a long question here from the Craze Spartan. I know Halo 4 was a bit of an oddball in the series of Halo games, but one thing I loved the most was the Halo YouTube community. I made some of my best online friends during that time, and I want to ask you, do you miss that time frame at all? So this is a very good question, as I started making videos back in the Halo 4 days. That's where I got my start in 2014 making Halo content. And back then the Halo community was so much smaller than it ever was. It was basically dead, to be honest with you. I see people sometimes say, oh, the Halo community is dead, or the YouTube community is so small. You don't know anything. If you say that, you don't know anything, as the Halo 4 days was minuscule. A big YouTube channel back then was like 3,000 subscribers. There was nobody out there with over 100,000. Now we have multiple people like that. Now there's multiple people with pretty massive channels. So to answer that question, Craze, I do kind of miss the Halo 4 days, because I miss the sense of community. Literally every single person knew each other. Literally every single person was friends. But now the community is very big in comparison. There are subsections of the community that I have no idea about, but at the same time, that's a good thing, as it shows growth. It means that the community is actually getting somewhere, it's evolving, so it's good and bad. I miss the sense of community about everyone knowing each other, but I also like the fact that it's a lot bigger, and obviously growth is a good thing for the Halo community. I'll never ever forget the friends that I made back in the Halo 4 days. Some of them I don't ever talk to, some of them I haven't talked to in a long time, but we're still friends, as I made a lot of great friends back in those days. Okay, so the next question from Bill McElgan. How has Halo played a big role in your life, or changed your life? If it has in any way, that's the question. So Halo is probably without a doubt the biggest changing factor in my life, without a doubt. Throughout my life, I never knew what I wanted to do as a job. At one stage, I thought I wanted to be a police officer. That soon faded. I then thought I wanted to work on computers, but I didn't know exactly where. I don't enjoy coding or anything like that. So I always kind of floated through life. I never knew exactly what I wanted to do, but all I ever knew was that I loved playing video games. Namely, I loved playing Halo. I have so many amazing memories of playing Halo whenever I was younger, you know, with my friends, split screen, doing co-op, LAN sessions, everything like that. It was absolutely amazing. But obviously there are millions of people out there that love playing video games. There's loads of people that just enjoy it, that can't turn into a job that easily. But once I started doing YouTube and I started making Halo videos, I was just so dead set and trying to make this into a thing. I wanted this to be a career for me. But doing YouTube as a career is never a viable option. It's never something that will definitely happen no matter how much time you put into it. You know, it took me years and years and years of doing YouTube to get anywhere in the first place. But I would like to think that my passion for Halo is something that you guys enjoy out of my videos. I think it comes through well that I actually love this series and I have a real passion for it, and hopefully that comes through in my content, and that's part of the reason why you guys enjoy it so much. So without Halo, my life would not be where it is right now. I would not be doing my dream job. I would not be able to make content for thousands of people every single day. I would probably be back in an office job that I absolutely hate, because I did that for a year and a half. I've had proper jobs before and I hated them. I used to be a climbing instructor. I worked in an office for a year and a half and I just didn't like either of them. They just didn't make me happy at all. But making YouTube videos just makes me really, really happy. So that was all thanks to Halo. So Halo has literally changed my life for the better. Okay, the next question from The Dark Vader 24. How did you end up with the name UberNick? So this is a pretty interesting question, and the answer, it probably isn't as exciting as what most of you would probably hope it is. So back whenever I was trying to think of my online name, my first ever gamertag was Ginger Ninja 556. Don't ask me why. I just thought, hey, why not? Ginger Ninja, it sounds pretty cool. The problem is though that I spelled Ginger Ninja wrong. I put G's instead of J's, and it soon got banned by Microsoft on Xbox, obviously because they thought that the ninja looked like a slightly racist word. That was not the intention whatsoever. It was just me being a complete degenerate and not knowing how to spell properly. But then I bounced around a few other gamer tags like X Repulse. That was a rough time on Xbox for me. But then I ended up wanting Nick in my gamertag in some way, so then I went with Super Nick. I never actually made that a gamertag, but that was my first name on YouTube. But then I kind of thought to myself, Super Nick does not sound like cool enough. It doesn't have that kind of zing to it. So then I upgraded the word from Super to Uber, because I found the word Uber and just thought it had a nice ring to it. Uber Nick, I thought it went well together. That is how I kind of found my gamertag, my online name. I was Super Nick, then I upgraded to Uber Nick. So hopefully it sounds better, I think maybe. And for any of you wondering, no, I don't drive for Uber. I have no plans of ever driving for Uber. I don't think that'll ever happen because I enjoy driving, but I don't think I would like to drive other people around. It would be just so much pressure. I would hate it. Hey Nick, do you drive for Uber? Hey Nick, do you drive for Uber? Hey Nick, no! I don't drive for Uber, okay? Stop asking. Okay, next question from Nico the Filth. How did you get into YouTube? By the way, I love your content. Thank you. I appreciate that. But the way I originally got into doing YouTube and just starting this whole thing in the first place was pretty interesting. It's not anything like what I'm doing right now. So way back in like 2009, 2010, me and my friends were super into watching Call of Duty montages. I feel like a lot of people that make gaming content found their start through this. But we were so into watching Call of Duty montages that we thought, hey, I want to do this. We want to make montages ourselves and actually start making content. So that's what we did. We started getting our equipment together. We got laptops, we got capture cards, we got everything you needed. I even got my parents to upgrade my internet so that I could upload videos faster. It was like a full planned out process. It was like September 2010 where I wanted to start doing YouTube. So my parents upgraded our internet to fiber in September. Then in November for my birthday, I got a laptop. Then in Christmas of 2010, I got my first ever capture card, and that's whenever I started making content. So it was a full process of making videos. It was a whole process of beginning doing YouTube, but it was a really, really exciting time. But eventually all those guys kind of stopped doing it because they lost passion for it. But then there was me by myself, and I was just completely driven. I was just so in love with YouTube. I just didn't stop, and here I am today. Here's a question from Lalo, or I Fear. Will you shave your beard? No, never. I look like a 5-year-old. If you can buy a car, although it is very expensive, what would you buy? So the car of my dreams, the car I would love to get, is an orange Audi R8. I think the Audi R8 is a beautiful car. It is absolutely incredible in every single way. So if I ever get absolutely massive on YouTube and get one of those super expensive YouTuber cars, an Audi R8 is the one that I would get. Will you do a Minecraft/Roblox video? A funny video, lol. No. I don't think so. Saying no though, it doesn't mean that I absolutely hate Minecraft. I actually really enjoy Minecraft. I just never play it anymore. Minecraft is one of those games that you can do whatever the hell you can think of in, and it's super cool for that. Roblox, on the other hand, I played it once and never again. That's all I'm gonna say, just never again. I can literally just hear the upsetting sigh from all of you guys being like, no Roblox, what the hell Nick, that's why I subscribed to you. Okay, question from SCAP. What are you going to do for a living if you get bored of making videos? I'll just go out and get a normal job. That's pretty much all there is to it. I'm fully aware that at some stage this whole YouTube stream thing could just die for me. It could just stop working out, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Right now, I'm super happy with what I'm doing. Currently, I'm just having a blast with my life. I'm definitely one of those people that I would rather do something that I'm enjoying rather than work a job that I absolutely hate and just be sad. Currently, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm my own boss. I can make videos, I can entertain people, and that makes me super happy. But in a year or 2 years, if that stops happening, then I'll go get a regular job. I'll work like a normal person, but I'll always be able to look back on that time. I was my own boss, I was a YouTuber, I was a content creator, and I was able to do my own thing, and I grew this whole amazing community online. But the thing about the stage that I'm at right now is that I'm in a very cool position, as I do nothing but grow. It's nothing but up from here, and as you get bigger, it gets easier to grow. You know, obviously as your audience expands, more people will hear about you. So I've kind of got past that rough stage of trying to grow my channel. I'm now at that stage where I just need to sustain it and keep growing, and I feel like I can do that. I feel confident that I have the drive to keep going and just keep growing my stuff. And with all of your guys' support, I know that I can do this. So the plan is to keep doing this, to keep growing and see how far I can get. But if I have to face the fact that it just isn't working out anymore, then I'll for sure just get a regular job, whatever that may be. But I'd like to think that maybe somewhere out there, all my experience growing all this online social media stuff might come in handy somewhere, so I could maybe get a job that is somewhat relevant or enjoyable for me after doing all this stuff online. Okay, a question from Really Good Gaming: what TV show / anime is your guilty pleasure? So I'm gonna name my favorite anime and my favorite TV show on either side, just to give you a glimpse of what I'm into. So my favorite TV show, super generic, super common answer, has got to be Game of Thrones. It's just incredible. There's just no way about it. Game of Thrones is just an amazing show in every single way. The story is amazing. The visuals of the TV show is like a movie each and every episode. They film a lot in Northern Ireland. They actually film extremely close to where I live, which is very cool, which is just a bonus. And everything about it is just really entertaining. So I cannot wait for the next season. It's gonna blow all of our minds most likely, so I'm stoked for Game of Thrones, everything about it. I actually might rewatch it really soon. But as a bonus alongside of that, The Office US is like a very close second. The Office, one of my favorite shows for sure. So The Office and Game of Thrones, it's kind of like a mix up, but if I had to name one, it's probably Game of Thrones. It's just so good. Okay, so moving on to my favorite anime. Before any of you judge me, no, I'm not a massive weeb. I just appreciate anime from time to time, so I do watch it every so often. But my favorite anime would have to be Hunter x Hunter. I absolutely love the show. It is super entertaining. The storyline is awesome. The actual animation is very cool, so I'm definitely super into it. A close second though would have to be either Attack on Titan or My Hero Academia. I can't really choose between them, as they're both very good in their own ways. I know they're both very mainstream, but they're mainstream for a reason. They're very good to watch. But I want you guys to drop what your favorite TV shows or animes are in the comments down below. Maybe give me some suggestions to check out later on. Okay, next question from Unsorted Gaming: how much spare time do you give yourself, and what do you do in your spare time? So reality is I don't really have that much spare time, but it's completely my own fault. Kind of got myself into a schedule where I wake up late in the day, and then I'm kind of left with not that much time to either make a video or stream or something like that. But whenever I do get spare time, whenever I do find myself having a little bit of time off, I take every chance I can get to hang out with my friends or just go to the movies, or we like to go golfing a lot. And by golfing, I mean we go to a driving range and just kind of swing the golf club and hit the balls as far as we can. It's just really entertaining for me. I do go to the gym every so often. I say that I'm not like someone who's really addicted to it, maybe like once every 2-3 weeks, maybe, if that's something that can count. But I do want to start going to the gym a lot more than what I do currently. But I know it's super generic, but just hang out with my friends is what I really love doing. I just love chilling out, going for like nighttime drives, hanging out. It's just a blast. Pixelflare GFX asks why. Yes. Of course I have to put in a question about Halo Infinite from Halo Movie Music. What do you want to see new happen in Halo Infinite? So with Halo Infinite, I really don't know exactly what I want from that game. I just want a brand new experience. I know that's a really cop-out answer, but with Infinite, I just want them to give me a brand new experience, something I've never tried before in a Halo game. But I also want it to feel like Halo, so they're gonna have to get that mix of new Halo mixed with kind of something similar to what I know already. So I don't have a preference between sprint or no sprint. I just want them to make a fun game that feels very good to play. I know 343 get a lot of hate, but one thing I think they do very well is actually make a very good feeling FPS game. They know how to make a solid feeling FPS game. So as long as Infinite still feels like a solid FPS game, I'll be happy. But when it comes to game modes, I think something mixed between Warzone and Invasion would be cool. So something in between of those two would be awesome. I don't know exactly how they would pull that off, but I love both in their own ways. Warzone can be A little bit more frustrating, but I like the concept a little bit here and there. And Invasion is just a blast. And of course, playable elites. You can't go wrong with playable elites. So that's what I would like to see in Halo Infinite. Okay, next question from Keywasp. What motivates you to make content for it? And this question is super easy to answer. Whenever you have thousands of people that watch your content, that enjoy your videos, whenever you get loads of comments and messages from people on Xbox, literally just saying, hey Nick, just wanting you to know that I love your videos and keep it up. That single little comment, that little message goes so much. I might not reply to every single one, but I read pretty much every Xbox message that I get these days. I read every single comment that I get on my videos, and every single comment that says something like, hey Nick, I love what you do, just keep it up, you make my day better. That honestly means so much to me, and that just makes making content so easy. I'll be honest, there are days where I'm sitting there kind of feeling demotivated or really tired or just not in the mood to record a video. I read a comment and then I just sit right up, make a video, and I just feel completely motivated. So you guys are the reason why I love making videos. You guys are the reason why I love and continue to make content even now after all these years. You just are everything for me, so thank you very much. And I hope that I can continue making content that you enjoy for years to come. That'd be very cool. Lastborn Halo 800 asks, why Halo and not something else? So basically the answer to this is I don't enjoy any other game as much as Halo. Put it very simply, Halo is the only game that I've ever found myself having a true passion for in every aspect. I love the story, the lore, the multiplayer, the community, even though it can be a little rough here and there. For the most part, it is filled with some really interesting characters. Just in general, I love everything Halo, and I just feel like whenever I make a video on it, I can do it very easily because I actually love the game itself. I'm not feeling forced into making a video on a game that I don't really care about. For example, Fortnite is a fun game. I enjoy Fortnite, but I don't have a huge passion for it, so I couldn't just jump on and make a regular video every single day on Fortnite because I just wouldn't feel it. I just wouldn't feel cool doing that. Not to say that I won't make content on other games, it just, Halo is my creme de la creme. It's just what I feel very good at doing. And last question from Jake Shiano, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Will you ever start to stream? So I've been streaming full time on a very solid schedule for over a year now on my Twitch channel. No matter how many times you may say it, there's gonna be people out there that miss hearing that I do stream. I do have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UberNick. I stream there every single day besides Wednesday and Sundays. So if you want to come check that out, link is in the description as always, so make sure you come hang out in my streams on those days. I also want to mention that I do have a Discord as well. Some people might not know about my Discord. We have 1,700 members, which is crazy. Link to that in the description as well. It's very active. I'm always chatting in there. So if you want to find out more and just chat more with me, come to my Discord. It's a great place to hang out. That is going to do it for the Q&A. I hope all of you enjoyed listening to me. It might be a little bit long. I've been recording for half an hour answering all of these questions, so hopefully you enjoyed finding out more about me and kind of what makes me tick. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below, and if you enjoyed the Q&A and you somehow came across my channel and this is your first video you've ever seen of me, make sure you subscribe as well. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for all the questions, thank you for all the support you've been giving me on my channel over all these years. This is really fun. Maybe I'll do more Q&As in the future. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.